Welcome to the Enjoy Life podcast. This podcast is about choosing your mindset, goals, and actions so that you can guide your life to go in the direction that you want it to go. I believe that we all make choices in our lives, and those choices are what's going to shape our lives. And you have the power to choose to take steps to make your life more how you want it to be. Now, it is a little bit of work, but the work's worth it because it's your life and you get to reap the benefits of it. In this podcast, I'm going to share with you actionable information, things that I've learned just through my own experience, life, a little bit of formal education, and some experience working with people to make changes in their lives. Everything I do share with you are things that I try to do in my own life because it wouldn't be right for me to share with you things for you to do that I'm not willing to do myself, or at least try to do. If you're willing to take steps so that your life can be more how you want it to be and enjoy it too, then you're in the right place. I'm glad that you're here, and let's get started. Well, hello there. I'm Nick Mazie. This is the Enjoy Life podcast. When I say that, sometimes I just love the title. It's just about enjoying life. And I said it in that intro, sometimes it does take a little bit of work to make our lives more how we want it to be, and it's worth it though, because it's your life. This is my life. If I want it to be what I want and I want to enjoy it, sometimes we got to put a little bit of work and effort into it. Enjoyment, in my opinion, isn't just laying around on the couch and everything being perfect. It's doing things so that our lives can be more how we want. Before we dive into today's episode, really, I want to let you know, if you want to make some changes, some improvements, set some goals and pursue them so that you can guide your life to go how you want it to go, or maybe you're just not quite figuring out why things don't seem like they're going in that direction, or things are a little bit off. And I've been working on something for the last little bit, and I haven't finished it yet. I'm still trying to put it all together. And what it is it's a simple course to walk you through, identifying the areas in your life that are most important to you, so that way you can focus on, taking steps toward those. Because let's face it, there's a lot of distractions in life these days. There's so many things going on that oftentimes our energy's going in the direction and is focused on things that are not really important to us. And then sometimes we look at our lives and it's not what we want. That's because we've been focusing on the wrong things. So like I said, I'm putting this together. I'm still working on it. You can go to nickmazie.com/goals course. And there you'll find a place so that you can make sure that you're getting the updates as they come out. And my goal is to have it out here shortly so that starting in 2020, you can guide your life to go where you want it to go. All right, on to today's topic. If you're listening to this episode when it first comes out, then it's right around the corner. So it's a good time to talk about, being thankful and having some gratitude. So I want to start off with this quote that I saw just a little bit ago. And I had to write it down. I had to make sure that we talked about it today. And what it is when you arise in the morning, think of what a precious privilege it is to be alive, to breathe, to think, to enjoy, to love. From Marcus Aurelius. And that's such an amazing quote. One thing that I've said to people sometimes is, appreciate the fact that you were given the opportunity to wake up this morning. Not everybody had that opportunity. And sometimes we got to just take the effort or make the effort and shift our thinking into, on a very basic level, what we have to be grateful for. And this really fits into not just that this week is, the week of Thanksgiving. It really fits into the whole enjoy life, the purpose of this podcast, because it is really tough to be grateful, thankful, and so very appreciative for everything that we have in our lives, while at the same time being miserable. You can't really be miserable and just, like I said, appreciating every bit of the good things that we have, those opportunities, and just grateful. You can't really be miserable and grateful at the same time. Or at least, I have no idea how you can do that, because some of these things just really don't work together. You can either be grateful or you can be miserable. You can be thankful for the good things, all the things that we have to appreciate, our blessings, or you can be unhappy. You can be enjoying life, or you can be thinking that you're missing out. And so much of it just ends up being what we choose to focus on. The mindsets we choose to have, and the habits of our thinking that we choose to develop. And I say choice because it really is a choice. In our Thanksgiving tradition, we go around the table and say something that we're thankful for. And it's interesting, the last few years, it seems like I've just been saying food. I like food. I like to eat. I know I'm not alone in that. It's nothing, crazy or profound. I like food. So I say I'm thankful for food. But it's not just the fact that, there's food, but a lot of people in the world don't have that. They wouldn't say that they're thankful for all the food and the options and all that good stuff because they might not have that. And it takes a little bit of effort sometimes to shift my thinking and my focus to, just like I said, on that basic level. I have things that other people don't have. You probably have, food at your disposal. You have food to pick from. Some people don't have that. So let's think about this for a minute, because when we think about what we do have, when we focus on being thankful and grateful, that helps us to enjoy what we have more. It helps us to enjoy our lives more. So let's shift that thinking just for a second and let's run with this. So many people don't have food or shelter, or clean running water. Okay, now I found this article on Investopedia, and it had some interesting information. I'm sitting there, I'm getting some information together for this post on being thankful and just focusing on gratitude so that we can appreciate what we have more and enjoy our lives. So doing a little bit of looking online and looking for some information, like I said, I ran across an article on Investopedia. So I think it's pretty legit. And I'll have a link to it in the show notes or on the blog post if you want to check it out. It was updated September 25th this year. And it was talking about being in the top 1% of income earners in the world. And in the United States, we have this whole big thing, the top 1% or the 99. And we think that sometimes, not being in that 1%, everything is terrible or be taken advantage of, or I don't want to dive into all that. But anywho, the fact is that worldwide, if you make $32,400 a year, you are in the top 1% worldwide, not in the United States. So, and that's so interesting to me because we really do have so many blessings and we have so much for us that it's tough to realize how much we do really have. If you're making over $32,400 a year, you are in the top 1% of income earners. That probably means that you might have food. It might not be the food that you like, or it might not be, this grand display of everything in the world sitting on your table. But the simple fact is that we have so much. We have so much that sometimes it's difficult to be thankful for the things that we have, because we also see what everybody else, or not everybody else, but what people have that have more of us. It takes a little bit of effort. It's not that convenient, especially if you're not making much more than that. It's not that convenient or easy to really appreciate the things when, in the United States and in today's world, that I'm around, all it seems like I'm being exposed to and shown is what I don't have, in the social media and the marketing and the ads and everything like that. It's telling me what I don't have, these things that I should need, or if I just buy this thing, then I'll be happy and I'll be able to enjoy my life if I have this, but I can't if I don't. It takes a little bit of effort to shift my thinking. But you know what? This is the week of Thanksgiving. This is the perfect time to take the effort to shift our thinking into the things that we do have and appreciate and being grateful and just really thankful. So just think about that for a minute. And I know it takes effort, but that's why in my morning routine, I try to remind myself of how blessed I am. And I thank the Lord all the time for all the things that I do have. And I'm going to tell you, waking up first thing in the morning, a little bit groggy, still getting moving, thinking, man, it'd be nice to just keep sleeping in. I'd rather not wake up this early to So I wake up early to work on this podcast and things like that. And so it's difficult to shift my thinking and intentionally think about the things I do have to be thankful for and how blessed I am. But let me go and tell you, when I do that and I shift my mindset by intentionally putting those thoughts into my mind and focusing on that for a little bit, wow, I end up being so much happier. My day starts off better. My morning's a lot better too. And I really enjoy my life more. It does take a little bit of effort to get going in that direction, but once I do, continuing that momentum and that mindset, it is pretty easy because I've taken that initial effort to push it. And let me go ahead and tell you, sometimes I just wake up in the morning and I'm sipping my coffee and like, man, I am thankful for this coffee. It is good. And I know it sounds funny, at least it does to me, but something as simple as that can start the ball rolling, going in that direction of being grateful, and that leads to the habit of it, and then it leads to enjoying life more. Does this mean that my life is perfect? No, certainly not. I don't want to paint some sort of rosy picture that everything in my life is just wonderful and perfect and there's no struggle or strife. No. At the same time, I can choose to be grateful for the things that I have. I can choose to be thankful for the blessings that I have in my life. No matter what they are or how big or small, I can choose to focus on that and put those thoughts into my mind, and that will shift my mindset and my thinking so that I can enjoy it more too. And I'm going to go ahead and step out on a little limb here. I believe that you can do that too. I mean, like I said, for crying out loud, it's Thanksgiving. Just do it. Just think of some things that you have to be grateful for. It might just be that cup of coffee, and that's all. That's what you got. It might be the fact that you have the opportunity to eat, and some people don't. It might be that you have clean running water. It might be that you have a job. Whatever it is, think about the things that you have to be grateful for. No matter how big, no matter how small, no matter what it is, there's something out there. Maybe you just had the opportunity to wake up this morning, because I know you had that one. And while you're thinking about these things that you have to be grateful for, and while you're shifting your mindset toward gratitude and all that good stuff, just remember, this doesn't mean that your life's perfect. It doesn't mean that you're not striving to achieve goals. This is a wonderful balance that I love, and it's so helpful when I shift my mindset toward being grateful. And I'm happy about that, and I'm appreciative, and I'm enjoying my life more. That actually makes it easier to pursue the goals. When we see all the good things that we have, it actually makes it easier to continue to improve things. It's not saying that everything's perfect, so I'm not going to pursue my goals. It's not a one or the other type situation. No, this is, man, life is good. I have so much that I can be thankful for and appreciate and just love. That is wonderful. Now let me go strive to make it even better. See, that's that mindset of why I love how these two things work together. So take a little bit of effort, shift that mindset, think about the things that you have to be grateful for. Enjoy this week. Happy Thanksgiving to you. I hope you smile. I hope you have a great time. If you want some more stuff on this and how to not be miserable, by being thankful and grateful, you can go to nickmazy.com, search for miserable, and there's a handful of posts and episodes out there on how to shift the mindset away from that and more toward enjoying life. Also, if you're ready to take some steps and shift toward, guiding your life to go how you want it to go, and you want a little bit of help on focusing on what that is, where that is, and how to put forth that effort, just go to nickmazy.com/goals course. That way you can stay up to date and know as soon as this new program comes out. I'm putting some finishing touches on it right now. I got all the material together, and now I just got to get it out right. Once again, happy Thanksgiving. On a little bit more personal level, I'm really thankful for you. When you download and you listen and you share this podcast, it makes my day, my week, my month, my year. It's an amazing thing. I'm sitting here. I want to share what I think is important and try to help. But you sharing, listening, and really taking action on some of this stuff for this podcast. That's something that I'm really grateful for. Thank you. Thank you for that. All right. Take care.